ZNS Total Sports is brought to you by Fourth Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, Bahamas. I'm Kelsey Johnson. Welcome to Sports Tuesday. ESPN, a global-based sports channel with expert analysts, released the top 100 recruits for the 2019 class, and Bahamian Kai Jones made the cut. The 6'10", 205-pound center, Jones is listed at number 45. James Wiseman is the top recruit at number 1. Cole Anthony Jr. comes in at number 2. Jones, who attends Brewster Academy, is being heavily recruited for the 2019 college basketball season. He received more than 30 offers and has narrowed his choice to 11. Those colleges and universities include Florida State University, Baylor University, University of Georgia, Iowa State, Vanderbilt, Texas Longhorns, and Arkansas Razorback.
I'm just in the process of narrowing down the schools that I'm seriously considering. Schools that I feel will benefit me and help me to get to that next level. As far as having a date on where I want to go, I don't really have a specific one yet, but I'm just going to try to take my visits and see the schools and enjoy the time in this recruiting process. As far as when I'll go to the NBA in terms of one and done or 4 years, I'm just going to make sure I go into school and I'm working hard. Not really going to put a date on myself or when I need to go. Just make sure I'm working hard and trying to get better every single day and putting that same energy into the classroom as well, because that's really important to me. I love the game. My dream is to play in the NBA, and that's what I'm working towards. And whenever the time is right for me to go, and whenever I feel that I'm ready and I can prove over and over that I'm ready, that's when I'll be able to declare for myself.
Still talking basketball, the schedule is out for the Islands of the Bahamas Showcase. The tournament tips off on November 16th at the Kendall Geologic Gymnasium. Some of the teams participating includes Montana, North Dakota State, Florida Atlantic, and Pepperdine. Who won't be happy playing in paradise? The news alone, according to Director General in the Ministry of Tourism, Joy Jublaru, brings excitement for the international players. So having a new sponsor for the Bahamas Bowl will not change a thing.
Whenever the teams hear the Bahamas and the Bahamas Bowl, they're excited anyway. Our experience has shown us time and time again, for many of the players who've come over the last 4 years, first time they ever got a passport, first time they traveled out of the United States of America. And I think for the majority of them, their bucket list was to visit the Bahamas. If anyone were to ever go on YouTube and see when those announcements were made, the frenzied excitement, people literally passing out with sheer happipiness. So yes, they're delighted that there are new sponsors who are on board and will keep the Bahamas Bowl going. But more importantly, and all of us as Bahamians should be proud, just the happiness that they want to come to the Bahamas.
Bahamian ace tennis player Danielle Thompson was one of 150 young female athletes who were nominated for the NCAA Woman of the Year award. Thompson, who recently graduated from Morgan State College with a degree in hospitality management, was grateful to be selected.
Not many people are given that opportunity to even be nominated and to be seen. So that alone, to me, I'm so proud of myself, and I'm excited to see, what's next. That might be something that opens up doors for me. So I'm excited for that.
The NCAA announced the top 30 females from the list of 150 on Monday, and Thompson's name was not on it. However, the national tennis player strongly believes that her nomination has opened up doors for many Bahamian athletes. She offers this advice to them.
It may not be the first award that you get, but there's things that always lead up to it, and through hard work and dedication and always, persevering and pushing yourself is key. I had ups and downs while I was in college, and to be truthful, if I didn't have those, then I wouldn't be able to appreciate such a prestigious award. So you have to push yourself and want it more than anyone else. No one's going to just hand it on a silver platter for you.
Can we see you one day being in the Morgan State Hall of Fame?
I hope so. I think that I've done a lot and I've left my mark there. A lot of people, I've paved the way for a lot of the girls that are there, and a lot of people there believed in me. So I hope to someday be in the Hall of Fame.
The local sporting community continuing to mourn the death of former pro baseball player Edmundo Moxie. And while he was best known for his talent on the diamond, Moxie was very instrumental in swimming as well.
Many of our leading citizens had taught how to swim. Miss Janet Bostwick was one of those, and Jan often tell me about how Ed taught her how to swim because he developed what we call the Flamingo Swim Club. And at that time, swimming was not over the hill. You see, swimming was more for the elite. And so when Ed came on the scene, Ed then decided that he would go into swimming and try to teach those who are less fortunate, and most of them were from the public schools. Ed played with the Houston Astros for many years. He won 3 batting titles for the Houston Astros. And of course, I can recall back in the days when Ed was recruited, he was at a time when black people had it very difficult to be called up, particularly being black and foreign. And his roommate at the time was Joe Morgan. So Joe Morgan and Pete Rose, they came up at the same time when Ed was supposed to have been called up because he had just won the batting title again. He was given a gold clock, and I remember him bringing the clock home and giving it to my mother. We were living at Trumacala Corner at the time.
The Bahamas is getting set to host a major qualifier in October. Joining me live in studio is Dassy Ramming Jr., High Performance Director of the Bahamas Judo Federation. Welcome, Dassy. How are you?
Thank you for having me.
How is it putting on a big, major international qualifying tournament here in the Bahamas? What all does it entail?
Well, there's a lot of moving parts. There's the logistics of bringing all these people in. There's going to be likely 100+ nations here, so you got to do all of the passports and things like that. And then, of course, there's the moving of people around, the feeding, which we're good at, and then the training of the team, which is my job.
Now, the Bahamas is not big on judo, so how do we get more persons interested in the sport and make sure the fan participation is at a high level as well?
Well, we have good participation in the public school system. Last year, we did some pilots at some of the various schools. We also did some summer schools. So you'll be surprised at how many people actually have touched judo and seen it, and this is another way for them to see judo at a much higher level.
Training-wise, how are our athletes preparing for this major international competition, and can we see any Bahamian qualifier emerge out of it?
Well, they look really good. This is the best team we've ever trained at this age group, and we're expecting 1 or 2 of them to break through, and then hopefully we can get the resources behind them so that they can go 2020 Olympics.
For those persons who don't know much about judo, what is the age that we're going to have contesting here by our Bahamian athletes? And what is the sport of judo basically?
So the age is the 18 to 21-year-olds. So this is the junior worlds right below. But in the medals of people who win medals at the Olympics, people win medals from about 21 to about 26. So it's well within the same people you see here are going to be the ones winning medals at the Olympics.
Now, we always hear about the athletes. What about the volunteers? Do we have time to get people in?
Yes, you can still volunteer, and you can still be a part of it in many ways. We have recently launched a Judo is Life membership program. So for people who are feeling the desire in their heart to sponsor these guys, the event is already paid for, but the national team still needs some more support. So you could reach us at 359-2465. Just send a WhatsApp. So 359-2465.
Thank you so much, Dassy Ramming, and we
Thank
wish
you.
Team Bahamas good luck. Well, that's all the time we have for sports. I'm Kelsey Johnson.